morning, students. Yesterday I explained about the earth. Okay, the location of the earth, its shape. I also explained about latitudes and longitudes. Today I am going to discuss about rotation, revolution, day and night, season and different planets. Okay, first we'll start with different planets. Okay, as I said yesterday that earth is also the part of the solar system. Okay, now sun is there, and around sun all eight planets they move, okay. So here we can say this is the sun. Okay, this is the sun. Okay, now first one is mercury. Okay, mercury, that is the first one that moves around the sun. In color it is yellowish. It is yellow. As we know, earth is called blue planet because of the water. Okay, but here mercury is called yellow. The color of the mercury is yellow, and due to the very close to the sun, okay, it is, we can say, there is no satellite for it. Mercury has no satellite at all. Okay, so we have no proof about this thing. So we know it is close to the sun. It is yellow in color. My dear student, due to close to the sun, it does not have atmosphere. It does not have atmosphere, and it does not have satellite also. My dear student, here I would like to say moon. Moon is the satellite of the earth. Moon is the satellite of the earth, while Mercury has no satellite and no atmosphere. My dear student, it can be seen Mercury. Okay, it can be seen before sunrise and sunset. With from here we can see when we can see before the sunrise and sunset. Okay, we can get. Next one is Venus. Next one is Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. Okay, from the sun, first one is Mercury, second one is Venus. My dear student, Venus is also called twin of Earth. Twin means another brother. Okay, similar to our Earth. Okay, but same thing I would like to say here. It does not have satellite also. Okay, Mercury has no satellite. Okay, here also no satellite. Okay, these two planets, they do not have satellite. The third one is Earth, that we know. Okay, that we know we are living on Earth, and the satellite Moon is the satellite of the Earth. Okay, now fourth one is Mars. Mars. Now you have recently have seen the movie Mission Mangal. Okay, in Gujarati we say Mangal. In Gujarati we say Mangal. In English we say Mars. Okay, my dear student, this planet Mars, it is red in color. Okay, this is Sun, then Mercury, then Venus. Third one is Earth. Fourth one is Mars. I am writing here Mars, Earth, Mercury, Venus. Okay, my dear student, as we have one satellite on Earth. Mars has two satellites. Names are not given in the book, but I would like to explain. They are Deimos and Phobos. The names are given of these two satellites. It is not given in the book, so don't worry about that. But I am saying for your information. Okay, the two satellites of Mars, the two satellites of Mars, they are Deimos and Phobos. Okay, my dear student, this also can be seen. Okay, normally this side, okay, evening time you can say, not evening time, but as soon as the sun sets, okay, we can see this side. You will get it can be seen. Okay, it can be seen there. Okay, so it is in color red. It is red in color. It has two satellites. Okay, after that Jupiter. After that, what is that? Jupiter. So next one is Jupiter. My dear student, nowadays we are using some vehicles. We are using some vehicles. We are using some soaps. Okay. So my dear student, these names are taken from these essential things. Okay. Jupiter. When we consider about Jupiter, my dear student, the color of Jupiter is light yellowish. Okay, not like that mercury, little bit. Okay, light yellowish. My dear student, it is, we can say, it is cold. It is a cold planet. Why it is cold planet? Because it is far from the sun. It is far from the sun, so they have less heat, and that is why it is also called cold planet. My dear student, it is the largest planet. It is the largest planet in the solar system. Got it? Most important thing. Jupiter, it is the largest planet. Okay? Jupiter is the largest planet on the in the solar system. Okay? And it has 79 satellites. How many satellites are there? 79 satellites are there. Next one is Saturn. Okay. Next one is Saturn. Saturn is also called the second largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is the largest one, while Saturn is also called one of the second largest. We can say it is the second largest planet in the solar system. Okay, and my dear student, because of the blue ring around it. Okay, because of the blue ring around it, it looks beautiful. Okay, you have seen some rounds are there. Okay, rings, that is called rings. Okay, because of these rings, it is look like a beautiful planet. My dear student, here I would like to say it has 62 satellites. How many satellites are there? 62 satellites are there. After that comes Uranus. After that comes Uranus. Okay, Uranus. My dear student, in the year 1781, one astronomer named William, okay, he found. Who found? One astronomer named William. Okay, name is given in the book. Okay, so astronomer he found, and my dear student, it is also called cold planet. Why it is called cold planet? Because it is far from the sun. So, when anything is far from the sun, they get less heat. And when they get less heat, it means they are cold. Okay. Next one is Neptune. And last one is Neptune. Okay. Last one is Neptune. Okay. My dear student, the color of the Neptune is green. It is in color. It is green, and because of the methane gas. Okay, one gas is there. It is called methane gas. So there methane gas is there. So here I am giving some information about all the planets, all 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Again I am going to explain, in a deep, but today I am giving this much information because I have to complete some other things. Okay, so yesterday I said about the zones, my dear student. Okay, now this is called earth. Okay, in center we have 0 degree, that is called equator. Okay, 0 degree equator. On here it is 23.5 degree N, that is called Tropic of Cancer. Okay, here 23.5 degree S. Okay, that is called Tropic of Capricorn. Again 66.5 degree S, that is called Antarctic Circle. And last one 66.5 degree N, that is called Arctic Circle. And last one is North Pole, that is called 90 degree, and here 90 degree S, that is called South Pole. Got it? So here I have written five important latitudes: equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, and Antarctic Circle. My dear student, here I would like to explain the area between Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, this area, okay, they get maximum light. And that is why, 1 minute. This area get maximum light. Okay, it is called torrid zone. Okay, why it is called torrid zone? Here maximum heat. Okay, my dear student, on the basis of heat and temperature, earth is divided into 3 zones. Okay, the part of the earth is divided into 3 parts. Okay, that is called zones. Okay, so here the area lying between Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn, that is called torrid zone. Another name is tropical. Okay, so tropical zone or a torrid zone we can say, because here the rays of the sun fall straight and they have maximum heat. Fall between Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. That is why it is called torrid zone or tropical zone. Okay, got it? If I ask the question, what is tropical or torrid zone? So you have to write down the area lying between 23.5 degree N, Tropic of Cancer, to Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree S, that is called tropical zone. Got it? So that is called. After that, when we consider here, okay, here we have moderate heat. Here we have moderate heat. Here the heat becomes less. Here maximum heat, here less heat. So the area lying between Tropic of Cancer till Arctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn till Antarctic Circle, they are called temperate zone. Okay, because here the heat is less. Got it? Once again, if I ask what is called temperate zone, So as an answer, you have to write down the area lying between Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree N till 66.5 degree N, Arctic Circle, and the area lying between Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree S till 66.5 degree S, Antarctic Circle, that is called temperate zone. Got it? Next one is frigid zone. Next one is frigid zone. My dear student, if what is called frigid zone, because here why it is called frigid, because here the sun rays fall slanting, and when the rays fall slanting, they have less heat, that's why they are always remain frozen, that is why it is called frigid zone. Okay. Got it? So, on the basis of heat and temperature, the earth is divided into different parts, that is called zones. There are three zones: torrid or tropical zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Here I have written, okay? They are not five. This is one, this and this, temperate, second, and third one frigid and frigid. Got it? So, if the question is asked which is called what is called frigid zone, you have to write down the answer: the area lying between Arctic Circle till North Pole, 66.5 degree N till 90 degree N, that is called. And second one, area lying between Antarctic Circle from, that is called 66.5 degree S till 90 degree S, that is called frigid zone. Got it? My dear student, now here I would like to explain, when the rays of the sun fall on earth, okay, and the area which receives the sun rays, they have day. Now take the example, my dear student. Here this is the sun, and here this is the sun, and this is the earth. Okay. So when sun rays fall straight, this area, okay, they receive sunlight, that is why here we have day, and the area which do not receive light, that they have night. Got it? So how the day and night occurs? Okay, sun is there, slowly the earth comes in front of the sun. Okay, so suppose sun is that side. So if this area faces the sun, this is called daytime and this is called night time. Slowly when this area comes in front of the sun, they have day, here it is night. So we know, okay, when we have daytime, other countries they have night, and when we have night, at that time some other countries they have day. So you got how the day and night occurs. And my dear student, that is called, okay, because of the rotation, day and night occurs. Now what is called rotation? The earth moves on its own axis. That is called rotation. And revolution means the earth takes round around the sun. The earth takes round around the sun, that is called revolution. Got it? Next time we will learn more. Thank you.